This week's Michigan Lottery Excellence in Education winner is Dion Cowans from Academy of the Americas. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We have a video from your nominator. Let's take a look.
I nominated Dion because he has done so much to shape and cultivate the school pride and culture at AOA. Everything that he's accomplished with the athletics department is incredible. As the school culture facilitator, he is extremely responsive to teachers and is so great with managing, whether it's a classroom management concern with a student or something that the student is experiencing at home. He is just excellent. He's one of those people that just innately garners the respect of students. And it's so cool to watch him interact with kids. And he's made such an incredible difference in our kids' lives and certainly at our school.
Tell me about who that is.
Miss Gundrum. Miss Gundrum is one of our high school teachers. She actually came over from our middle school where she was a student teacher. So I've been working with her for a few years and she's absolutely amazing.
Yeah. So what was going through your mind as you were watching that?
I'm trying not to cry, to be honest. I love what I do. And I've been there for 14 years and I've always tried to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. And so 14 years ago, I was planted in the AOA garden and I enjoy every single moment that I spend there.
Yeah. Tell me about the AOA garden.
Yeah, so Academy of the Americas. We're a pre-K-12 building, Detroit Public School Community District. Wonderful Mr. Brown, Nicholas Brown is my principal. We're a dual language, Spanish, English immersion school. I do not speak Spanish, but just a quick little story. My son actually attends Academy of the Americas, and he has been there since he was 4 years old, now an 11th grader, a big old 16-year-old. So I'm definitely part of the AOA family, not just with my son, but just being there, the last 14 years.
Tell me why you wanted to go into education.
It's a great question because, to be honest, I never thought about going into education.
You were a security officer at the school.
Started off as a security officer. But it wasn't like a school, it's definitely a community, family, was welcomed, open arms. And so the position that I'm in now as a school culture facilitator, I kind of did as the security officer. And I'm not going to pat myself on the back, but I'm going to say they created this position because of what I did as the security officer. So it's just been a wonderful last 14 years.
So you've been doing it for 14 years. What keeps you going?
My kids, not just my biological kids, but the kids that I get to see every single day, from 4-year-olds to 18, 19-year-olds. That's what motivates me to come into work every day. And definitely my staff, and Mr. Brown's amazing, all of our administrators. So it's definitely a family atmosphere at AOA.
So I understand that you were instrumental in having a gym transformation. Talk a little bit about that.
With the help of some of my students, in particular, Joanna, who graduated last year, who is now at MSU. Go Green, go White.
I was going to say that.
We felt like our students deserved, some of the things that other high schools deserved in our district. And so, with the help of our athletic department and, like I said, Joanna, some people made it happen, and we have a great term, gym transformation, a beautiful gymnasium that, all of our students, not just our high school, but even our pre-K, and our middle school students can enjoy as well.
So I understand that teaching students life lessons is really important to you. Talk about that. Why is that?
Yeah, I'm 50 years old. So I don't really remember a lot lot of my early years, but I do know there were some people in my life who helped me stay on the right track besides my family. So I feel like, when I walk into my building, these are my kids. And our parents drop them off every morning with the hope that they're going to be safe and taken care of. So I take that personally. So any chance I can get to share with them, to be transparent and share with them some of the things that I've been through, and it could be whatever we're dealing with at that moment, I take pride in that. And so I am not a certified teacher, and shout out to all those amazing people out there. But I do teach life every day.
Mm-hmm. I think of school and no matter what grade you are in, sometimes it's really difficult. Sometimes it's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? What do you say to the kids when they're going through those challenging times?
Look at me. Haven't always been in this seat. Haven't always done the right thing. But if you listen to the people who are in front of you, who have been there, who love you and care for you and want the best for you, those difficult times won't last long.
Well said. I always ask this question. Fast forward 10 years from now, you're out and about, you run into a former student. What do you hope that student says to you about their experience with you?
Great question. It happens now. 10 years from now, I'll be 60. Mr. Cowans, appreciate you. That's enough for me. And that, again, it happens now. Like, we are in a community where our kids do come back. And so we do hear those things. And that's why we do it.
Well, thank you for what you do.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Dion from Academy of the Americas receives a $2,000 check from Jake Harris with the Michigan Lottery. Excellence in Education Awards, sponsored by the Michigan Lottery, providing more than $29 billion to public education since 1972.